For the past 2 weeks, my mom has been here and we did some awesome things like go thrifting, organize my garage, go on a road trip all the way to Kentucky to help my cousin make over this dresser. With a nearly impossible time crunch, limited budget, and an even more daunting goal, this road trip flip was shaping up to be real fun. So what do you think? Can I do it? Let's find out. So as you saw before, this is the dresser that my cousin had in her room, and it is in pretty bad shape. Some of the hardware isn't on all the way, the paint is chipping off, the drawers aren't aligned properly, and I definitely wanted to get started on seeing what was underneath here before I invested any money on paint or supplies or anything like that, and it turns out that it was this. I don't even know what this is. So after we discovered that the piece was even cheaper than we thought, we decided that we were going to get something new. So my cousin had a budget of $200 total, and for a mid-century piece, finding a piece for under $200 just for the piece itself is pretty hard to do. But we managed to find this gorgeous mid-century piece. It was pretty scuffed up and had a rough paint job, but it had so much potential and it was almost exactly the same look as what she was going for. So for $150, we decided to scoop it up, and that left us with $50 to spend on materials. So the first thing you want to do, of course, with any piece is make sure that you clean it. To do this, I used a combination of vinegar and water, sponge, and a cloth. Because of the limited budget, I unfortunately wasn't able to give these drawers the love and repairs that they needed. However, cleaning them definitely did make a huge difference, and I was able to get all of these little tiny spots of paint that were on there that really just degraded the look of the piece. Unfortunately, we didn't have any walnuts on hand, but if you do, they work really well in getting scratches out of the walnut veneer. For the rest of the piece, I just went ahead and did a scuff sand, except for the top where I went in and actually sanded out all of the scratches and damages that were left on the surface. So just for some backstory on this piece, I have been wanting to come up to Kentucky and do this for my cousin for a while now. My cousin and his wife just had their first beautiful daughter, and soon after she was born, my cousin was deployed overseas, reluctantly leaving his wife behind to be basically a single mom with a full-time job. So when she asked me to redo their dresser, I saw it as my opportunity to help in whatever way that I could. By the way, if you think that I'm struggling with this sprayer, I am, and any help is appreciated. If you want to leave it in the comments, I would love that. I don't know what happened. It never has done this before, but it was spraying minimal amounts of paint and leaking at points and kind of exploded on me, I'm not gonna lie. But don't worry, we persevered, and I definitely made sure to sand between each coat because, you know, this girl, yeah, it was very speckly. By the way, for paint, I am using an all-in-one black paint from Home Depot. It's just a simple wall paint, and honestly, it's working super well. Obviously, you know, I try to keep eco-friendly as much as possible, but as I said, we were on a budget and a time crunch, so I didn't have time to buy my usual paint. But honestly, I wish that regular furniture paint worked this well, because it was so good. So while that first coat dried, I went and said hi to the neighborhood kitty. After applying a total of 2 coats and sanding between them, I let it dry overnight, and then I applied a top coat, which is just a regular polyurethane top coat. My sprayer was still acting really weird. I don't know why it was coming out so splotchy. And again, if any of you guys have pointers or know why it's doing this, please leave it down in the comments because I would really like to fix this problem. But just like the paint, I did make sure to sand between coats and the finished product turned out pretty dang smooth. For this piece, in total, we spent $196.22, bringing us just under budget, and I was able to finish it in less than 24 hours. Just like this piece, here is a little reminder to show some love and appreciation to all of the amazing parental figures in your life, be them single moms, single dads, stay-at-home parents, or even great mentors that you know don't get the credit and love that they deserve. I hope the next time I make it up there, I can give these drawers the love and attention that they really need to make this piece shine. It's definitely not perfect, but for the amount of time that I had and the budget that I had to stick to, I think I did a pretty good job, and it definitely looks better in the space than this does. Look at this upgrade. It looks so much better. But the real highlight of this trip was the amazing experiences I got to share with my family. From upside down buildings to amazing waterfalls, this trip was unforgettable and definitely one that I'll cherish for a very long time. Thank you so much, you guys, for all of your love and support and for watching this video. I hope that you guys learned something. I know I definitely have some things to learn from this. And until next time, stay flippin'.